Hey everybody, I'm here in the bedroom getting ready for a shower after going to the gym. Figured I'd start a new diary conversation today. And this starts with a tip. I have a tip for everybody out there listening. I promise this is not me getting undressed. This is me charging my my watch, and getting ready to get in the shower. If you're like me, let's say you draw a lot, or you got a lot of art, or even, even if you just create a lot of digital files, you got a hard drive just full of lots of different files, and, you're sort of organized, but not really. You just sort of, your file naming conventions are a little bit quick in the moment. You don't think about them till, later. You're like, shoot, I should have called that something else because now I'm having a hard time searching for it. And some searches on Windows and iOS or Mac OS, they're good at like seeing some document metadata in some cases, so it can pull up results even if you didn't name the file very well or whatever. But what I've been doing lately is I just take a few minutes a day and I go to a folder that I haven't messed with in a while. In my case, it's like tons of art, digital art files. And the reason I'm doing this is it's frustrating. If I'm trying I need to find every time I've drawn Mario and use them for this collage I want to put together. I've got hundreds of Mario drawings, but I haven't always named them that or put his name in them. So a lot of them are just like Nintendo.psd or, something that's not easily findable, when I'm just looking for Mario stuff. But manually going through literally tens of thousands of files is not an option. So what I've been doing is I've just been taking like 50 files a day and just quickly going through them and going, all right, what can I add to the file name here that will just help with a search in the future? Well, I'm not even looking for it right now, but let's say I come across, a zombie Hulk Hogan drawing. I made that up, but let's just say that's what I found. And all I did was zombie. I might quickly add Hulk Hogan wrestler, WWE, stuff that would be a good reference point to that file. And then I set it and forget it. I may never even need it, but the point is I've set myself up for a better search later, and this happens a lot when I'm trying to do archival stuff to put together something, or I need something real quick. I'm like, oh shoot, I need this image, and I know I've drawn it. What did I call it? That kind of thing. So I've been doing that a lot lately, and that's how I'll start today's diary. This is just part one. I'll talk to you a little bit later for part two, where maybe I'll have more tips. Or I'll complain about the lady at the gym who farted before I sat in the place she was at. Maybe that'll happen. Okay? All right. Hey, guys, it's me again. Same morning. I'm just getting prepped for TMS. Today's the 2nd of January, by the way, and I hope your New Year's Day was great, that you didn't get in too much trouble. I can't tell if hold on. Okay, it's just on the phone. Let me just hang these up. Wasn't sure if I was recording from my earbuds or if I was recording from the phone, and it's the phone. Okay, go away. Stop. All right. Anyways, I just wanted to tell you a quick story. We were at the gym this morning, and dude at the gym was on the jogging track. They have a big jogging track at this gym, and it's a nice one. It's all, the flooring of it is squishy. Not squishy, but less. It's not hard, so you're not getting such impact on your knees and stuff. I like that. So running around this thing, and older dude, probably in his 60s or something like that. Out there moving at a good pace, looking good. And I'm like, all right, look at this guy. Look at this guy out here, He doesn't have to be here, but here he is doing his thing. It's inspirational. When I'm his age, then maybe I'll also be doing that. Maybe. Anyway, he's running around, and at some point we get behind him. And we are hit with what I can only describe as like, have you been to a lake where there's a bunch of dead fish before? And you're just, as soon as you get near the area where the fish are on the shore, I guess it's worked for oceans too. But anyway, I had an experience when I was younger where a bunch of fish just showed up dead on the shore. Nobody was sure what was going on. fact, I'm not sure that ever got resolved. Was it a reservoir here called Rockport that we used to go to all the time? We kind of stopped going there because it seemed like there's like people put bottles in there. Like people are kind of, when I say people, I mean like recreation people are kind of a mess, so they leave crap. And I'm pretty sure somebody stepped on glass and cut their foot there when I was there once. But anyway, the point is, when the fish are all up dead, like this one time I went to that lake, that is a very unique smell, and it will blast you. You actually move a few inches if it hits you. It's so bad. That's what this was like. For the first time since the Rockport dead fish incident, I got behind a dude that holy smackaroles, dude. And it kind of actually stopped me literally in my tracks. I went, and I had to stop. And same with Kim. We were together. And we were just like, okay, let's let him do his thing. Look, I don't, no judgment. For all I know, he's got a condition. Smell fishyitis. Smell fishyitis he's got. Where, it's basically the whale carcass edition of that or something, because, man, it was so bad. And what are you going to do, right? I'm not going to go, dude, take a shower. It's time. Or, I'm not going to be a jerk. But I am going to, there's a good question about how to be in public. I am going to avoid it. I am going to try to get out of the stream of it. I'm not going to just sit there and huff on it and groove on it, That's appropriate, right? Just get out of the way. It's not mean. It's not rude. So that's what we did. We got to another lane on this track. We surged ahead of him. And then we just made sure that we were never downwind from Fishy Joe ever again. But good on him for, sweating out the oldies, getting it all done, and making it happen. Now, I must retreat into podcaster mode and go record the morning stream and do so live. And that means I must go. But later, I'll come back here and we will continue our discussion today for today's multi-part phone microphone edition of The Diary of a Cartoonist. Boy, howdy, are we excited. Just got back from, we went to Jersey Mike's tonight. We had a coupon or some kind of gift certificate. I don't know what the deal was. And I like Jersey Mike's. Are these my glasses? Hold on a second. No. I like it there. But I feel like every time I'm there, I've talked about this somewhere before. I don't remember what show it was. They're so grumpy. And I said to Kim as we're going in, I'm like, you think you're going to be grumpy tonight? And he's like, no. Or she's like, no. They'll be fine. It's a new year. Blah, blah, blah. So I did. And they're grumpy. They just are. I think Mike's, they always say, do you want it Mike's way? Which means, do you want all the stuff on your sandwich and everything? I think that they're actually saying is, do you want us to be grumpy? Like the way when Mike was around, the way he ran things was just, everybody be pissed all the time. All right, I'll be right back. Hang on here. Okay, so you're saying to yourselves, Scott, how come we haven't any closure on this edition of the diary? Well, last night. What a shitty night. So Kim and I went and got, excuse me, we went and got sandwiches at Jersey Mike's, a place that we like. Generally speaking, fond of their good work. I've talked about them before on shows and stuff. Here's the problem. I got just some Italian thing. It was fine. Didn't get the big one. Ate kind of early. It was like 5:30, something like that. Plenty of time to, slam down one of those and digest like a normal person, this sort of thing. And, sorry, I'm putting a sweatshirt on. And about 2 o'clock in the morning, I should mention this part. So Kim had a chicken hot something, and I ate about a third of it because she wasn't done with it and I was still hungry. So I ate like a third of her thing. We go home, everything's fine. I think something was wrong with that sandwich because, and I mean hers, because I think this is the only way this works, because Carter also went and she had stuff and she was fine. We get home. Okay, yeah, I already said that. So we're asleep. 2 o'clock in the morning, I hear Kim getting up. And I'm kind of like feeling gross, but I wasn't that worried about it. I was just like, I just don't feel great tonight. She gets up. She goes in the other room, and to put it delicately, she rids herself of the poisonous thing that was in her, okay? Now, if you know me, you know that I have a really hard time doing that. For some reason, I'm creeping up. This coming July will be 20 years since I threw up last. And you go, wow, Scott, what quite the streak. It's not intentional. Been plenty of times where just naturally, medically, I probably should have barfed. But I can't for some reason. And I know other people are like this, so I know I'm not alone. But for whatever reason, I just cannot force it. I can't get it done. So everything takes way longer, So, Kim can be okay after a little bit of a rough night like she is now. She's great this morning. And I'm still kind of a mess because I took the long road and I can't help it. It's just the way it is. But I had to cancel a patron thing. I had to cancel or postpone anyway. Another show. I got no sleep. And the end result is, I don't know if I can go back to Jersey Mike's. I think they had some rancid chicken in that thing or something. I should have just ate mine and said, no, I'm good. When she said, I can't eat the rest, do you want the rest? And I should have said no. I don't know why I ever agreed to that. It's not like I didn't just eat. It's not like I need more. I just hate wasting food, I think. I suppose we could have wrapped it up and taken it home, but I was just like, man, I'll just eat it. And, it was a rough night, I wouldn't call it, well, I mean, maybe at its very basic level that is food poisoning. But it feels a little harsh to say that, because isn't food poisoning more, I don't know, poisoning? Like it's not just a night and you're done, usually. I don't know. I haven't had food poisoning in ages. In fact, the last time I yacked back in 2005 was food poisoning. It was a Mexican place that's popular around where I live, and one of their salads was tainted, for lack of a better way of saying it. And so that was real dumb. Real dumb night. Not a great night. Not what are we, day 3 of a new year? Is today the 3rd, I think, or 4th maybe? 3rd. And you might go, well, geez, what's the rest of the year look like if this is how it's going to start? People are blowing up Tesla trucks, and running people over in New Orleans, and some of the news that I know about, because I'm not, I've talked about avoiding the news before. I'm avoiding commentary. I realize that's the way to describe it. I still like to be informed. Sorry, I'm just getting my regimen of vitamin D. What's this one? Vitamin B12. And what's this one? Oops. I don't remember what this is. It's a blank. Oh, biotin. For healthy hair, skin, and nails. I'm still highly suspect that it does anything. This was my wife's idea, and I'm not sure it works. So this will be, now that we're about 11:40 the next day, this will be the first thing I've eaten. A handful of vitamins and supplements since last night's debauchery. So Hold on, dogs. You guys want to go out? Okay. Anyway, it was rotten. It was not great. I didn't enjoy it. But what bugs me even more is that, like, what extreme circumstance am I going to have to experience where I can just, naturally, medically, rid my stomach of bad things? I don't think I'm capable anymore. It's really frustrating because I don't think that's good. I don't think that's healthy. I'm not saying everybody should be doing that every day or anything. I'm just saying I should be able to, I'm not the only one. My mom's like this. My daughter's like this. I have friends like this. When I first heard people who could do this, I thought, oh man, that must be awesome. Never vomit. Nope. Turns out it's kind of miserable. Kim's up 8:30, 9 a.m., having a great morning, despite loss of sleep. And I'm just barely starting to feel okay. Lame. Anyway, I think this will do it for this weird Mod Podge of a diary. I think the kids are coming over this morning. All right. Come on in, you've peed. Come on. Boomer, come on. Oh, we're being very disobedient. Get in here. Thank you. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this, and how could you not? Send me your thoughts and your emails to, just go to the website. There's a form there, frogpants.com, and contact me there. And be happy to hear your thoughts and your feelings. Sorry, this is so mishmash. I don't even know what I started with. I have to go put all this together, and I'll remind myself and then go, man, what am I even doing? Anyway, have a good one. I'll see you soon. Bye now.
Those pants are made for frogging, if you know what I mean. I actually don't. Frogpants.com.